my boy Ross and his guys in Canada. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. That don't happen. That don't supposed to happen. And what's more unacceptable is when Mr. Drake liked the post. That also is unacceptable. I expect more out of Mr. Drake. You don't condone it. Mr. Drake, you should be bigger than that. You don't like no posters and all that, because here's what happens. There's always a backlash of it all. Here's what happens when now you've inserted yourself. Even if you were not involved, half of the country think you set the man up.
What up, y'all? I just had to make a new Instagram account. I literally have 0 followers right now. Show your boy some love and hit me with a follow on the gram. As Told by FERRO is the name. Marlon Wayans agrees with Uncle Luke's sentiments about Drake and Rick Ross. He made a comment that said, "Dear hip hop, it's all fun and games until people start getting hurt. Remember, history repeats itself. I knew Tupac. I knew Biggie. I partied with them. I hung out with them. I saw them both 20 minutes before they got shot. Violence is real. Everyone can be touched. Don't entertain the devil. I love Drake. I love Rick Ross. I love Kendrick. I love the game. And I say to all my brothers, there's enough for everyone to eat. Y'all need to do what J. Cole did. Walk away from the BS with peace, with love, with positivity. Life is short. It's even short if you spend your energy on breaking each other down instead of building each other up. I hate seeing any of our kings at war. We are too few. Stop." And I say that with love always, Marlon Wayans. So clearly Uncle Luke and Marlon Wayans believe things have went too far between Drake and Rick Ross. And let me say this. I totally agree with Marlon and Uncle Luke. This is not on fans, though. I think there's too much fan blaming for how Drake and Rick Ross are conducting themselves outside of the music feud. For example, Kendrick Lamar ain't doing none of this stuff. Kendrick Lamar made his diss records. We never saw him until that pop-out concert in LA. He shot his video for his #1 record, and he went right back in his hole. He ain't online playing social media games, liking posts of dudes getting jumped, or talking to guys' baby mothers online. That ain't hip hop. That's some new stuff. That ain't what fans asked for from Drake and Rick Ross. That's them dudes doing that on their own. And then both of them look corny doing it, by the way. That ain't got nothing to do with rap fans respecting lyrical warfare. By the way, I'd argue Kendrick Lamar's biggest record of his career came out of this. Another #1 and Like That came out of this. Euphoria is my favorite diss record of all time, dang near. Like, the extra stuff that came from Drake and Rick Ross, I don't feel like fans should be blamed. That's them doing that. That's their feelings hurt. That's them playing digital games with each other and looking corny for the most part doing it. That ain't got nothing to do with fans. I agree. If the music is done, leave it alone. But since these two dudes continue to go at it, people are going to cover it. And you know, Marlon brought up Biggie and Pop. I would like to believe that today's celebrity is much smarter with how they move and who they move with than what a Pac or Biggie maybe was 20, 30 years ago, just because of where we are in society. But then I kind of got to not really stand next to that comment, because you see what happened to Rick Ross, right? Clearly Ross wasn't moving the correct way in Canada, and things happened. Thankfully, nobody got seriously hurt. Time, love, and support is what your boy will never take for granted. Let me know your thoughts. Marlon Wayans and Uncle Luke share theirs. They are not happy with the childish games being played between Drake and Rick Ross this week. I'm out. I have a wild goal for the month of July. I want to post 300 Facebook videos and 300 YouTube videos. I want to work so hard this month that 10,000 people will follow me on my new Instagram account, As Told by FERRO. I'm thanking you in advance because I know y'all gonna support your boy.